Hi all, welcome back to my channel Sheena Techs. In today's lecture, I am going to explain you about the different generations of computer. There are around 5 generations: first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, and fifth generation. Let's see each in detail. First generation computers. The time period considered for the first generation computer was around 1940 to 1956. Second point, while talking about its hardware side, the main element used in first generation computers were vacuum tubes. Punched card and paper tapes were used for input purposes, and also magnetic drums were used for memory. And the next point is instructions were written in machine language. Machine language means machine understandable format, that is zeros and ones. While talking about the computation time, it was in milliseconds. Then one of the main disadvantage of first generation computers were its large size. So it required a large room for installation. And another disadvantage is it used a number of vacuum tubes. So it consumes a lot of electricity. The examples for the first generation computers are UNIVAC, ENIAC, EDVAC, etc. That's all about the first generation computer. Let's see the second generation computers in detail. Second generation computers. The time period considered for the second generation computer was 1956 to 1963. In the second generation computers, the vacuum tubes in the first generations were replaced with transistors, and also the magnetic core technology started using for the memory purposes. The instructions were written in assembly languages, and also the high level languages like COBOL and Fortran started developing this period. The computation time was in microseconds, and also because of the size of these transistors were small compared with vacuum tube, the size of second generation computers were small compared with the first generation. Examples for the second generation computers were PDP-8, IBM 1401, CDC 1604, etc. Next, we will talk about the third generation computer. The time period considered for the third generation computer was around 1963 to 1971. The third generation computers were developed using IC, integrated circuit chips, which result in increased speed and efficiency, and also it consumed less power and generated less heat. Keyboard and monitors were used to interact with the third generation computers, and also started using operating system which allowed the different applications to run at the same time. The high level languages were extensively used for the programming. While talking about the computation time, it was in nanoseconds, and the size were also very small compared with the second generation computers. The examples we can say for the third generation computers are IBM 370, PDP 11, etc. Next is about the fourth generation computer. The time period we can say from the 1972 to present. The core element used in fourth generation computers were microprocessor, and it uses VLSI technology, very large scale integration technology. Because of the VLSI technology, the size were very small compared with the third generation computer, and also it is very fast and more accurate. And it uses new operating systems like MS-DOS, which can support graphical user interfaces, etc. While talking about the computation time, it was in picoseconds. The examples we can say star 1000, Apple II, etc. And the last one we are going to discuss is the fifth generation computers. Fifth generation computers are based on artificial intelligence technology. This artificial intelligence means computers can think, learn and work like humans. And also the technology used in fifth generation is ULSI, ultra large scale technology. And it uses some additional features like parallel processing, which result in faster processing speed. The fifth generation computers started using in the field of robotics, voice recognition, speech recognition, natural language processing, etc. Okay, thank you.